Now, there's a lot to discuss with my next guest, Nigel Farage, the former Brexit Party leader and now broadcaster who joins me from the UK. Nigel, welcome to the program. Let's start with Shamima Begum, the teenager who ran away to Syria, got married to an Islamic State fighter, but now she wants to come back to the UK, and the BBC appears to be campaigning on her behalf with a podcast. I'm all for free speech, but why on earth is the national broadcaster giving airtime to this woman who sided with terrorists? I mean, some of the things she was very relaxed about would turn your stomach.
Well, you're right. She ran away. She joined ISIS. She was an ISIS bride. And the first interview she gave, which was to a British broadcaster, showed she was wholly unrepentant of her views on a very dangerous radical form of Islam. Now, she obviously realised that was really messing up her chances of getting back to the UK, but now suddenly she's adopted Western attitudes. So the BBC aren't just doing a single podcast about her, it's an 11-part series. They've invested a huge amount of time and money. The title will be Shamima Begum, I'm Not a Monster. No, she's lovely, she's delightful, she's just the sort of girl you want to move in next door. Quite why the BBC want to play this political role, I don't know. But it's also worth remembering that if we allow Shamima Begum to come back into this country, there are another 60 people in a similar category, and that will open the door to all of them. And just imagine if only one of them still holds extreme terrorist views, the damage they might do to our country. And the BBC comes under more and more criticism as each year goes by because it frankly sides with extremists against the common sense majority in the country. I must say, when I first saw this headline, I thought, even for the BBC, I thought this must be an April Fool's Day joke. Sadly, it's all too true.
It is too true, and you're right. Some of the things she said about the atrocities Islamic State were committing were absolutely appalling. You would not want her anywhere in your community. But you know what? In Australia, we've brought back a bunch of Islamic State brides and their children. So at least your government is locking them out for the time being.